So, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, colloquially known as North Korea, has many websites you can access through the global internet. I didn't know that until recently. And I went to this website, which is the website of the Kim Il Sung University. And naturally, being a physicist, I went to the physics department of the university's website. And I found a very interesting physics curriculum, and I thought that I should discuss it because seeing that I graduated with BS plus MS Physics from India's highest university, a college, IIT, Madras in particular. And Kim Il Sung University is one of the most prestigious, if not the most prestigious university in North Korea. So, what are they teaching in physics? Is my question. Okay. So there's also other websites. Like for example, this website has friend. It's called friend DPR. It's just friend.com.kp. It has pictures of North Korean videos and news and general articles and stuff like that. Coming back to Faculty of Physics. Now this is the courses that they have. Initially, they have some courses that you must do, such as Korean history, Juche, socialist constitution, and legal regulations. I suppose that's interesting. We have a course called professional ethics at the end, where they teach you how to behave in corporate environments. But I've always wondered that they never give you a copy of the constitution or the Indian penal code, or now which is Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita or something like that, Suraksha. But and you're required to follow it, but at least here that giving you officially the copy and laws. Huh. So they teach English. In Korea, you would think that they're opposed to teaching English, but no, they are teaching English because you cannot do research without it. You have to read so many research articles, and people from all over the world write research articles in English. There is mathematical. These are general basic subjects, then there's basic major subjects, then there are elective subjects, and then there are general major elective subjects, major section electives, and so on. So there must be some scheme here that I don't have the time to explore right now. So they teach you linear algebra, probabilities, algebra, and geometry. We didn't have geometry. I'll show you our curriculum later, and I'll try to keep this short. So mathematical analysis, these are general undergraduate subjects. These are also general undergraduate subjects. Now some of these are maybe second year subjects, like quantum mechanics and statistical physics and mathematical methods in physics. That must be mathematical physics, such as complex analysis and Fourier and Lagrange transforms. General physics, is it Lagrange? What is it? E raised to minus s ds from integral from minus infinity to infinity. um, Laplace, that is Laplace transform. I knew there was something wrong. Okay, that is what I meant. Then there is of course labs. We had 7 labs, and they don't seem to have 7 labs. Then these are the math subjects. No, these are not math subjects. There's group theory and Lie algebra are not an undergrad subjects. These are graduate level subjects. If you are going to be teaching them specially as a course, they have differential equations, complex functions. We also had chemistry, biology, as we would see later. Integral equations and variation method. I would suppose this is the calculus of variations, which is very important in classical mechanics or in general. They have modern web language. I would suppose that's HTML, CSS, JavaScript. We didn't have that. Fundamentals of information processing. MATLAB, what like engineers used that. We used Python. Then scientific document preparation in LaTeX. That is important. They don't teach us that, and it's very important. Maybe not a course, but it's a 2 credit course. It's a short course. So yeah, it's needed. We of course we all learn it, but we don't learn it like officially. Application of computer networks, we didn't have that. Introduction to Linux operating system. Well, we are using Linux operating systems, but we're not taught like the special commands and how the folders are named and so on. I mean, there's so many folders in Linux outside the home directory, like bin, etc, and so on. Mathematica and scientific calculation, we were taught that. There's a course called Mathematics on Computer. Why don't we just take a look at the first couple of years of physics IITM. So this physics, chemistry, and thermodynamics here is not pistons, and it's like ensembles and more like statistical physics. But foundation of computational physics was not present when I was in IITM. This has been put here in first year now. I suppose I'm looking at it the first time. So there's math 1 2, physics 1 2, chemistry 1 2 in the first couple of years. Is mostly this. This is the same for most undergraduates in IIT Madras, regardless of their major. Well, except for humanities people, they definitely do not have anything like that. So there is semester 3 has a lot of electives. So introduction to mathematical physics, and this we had biophysics in here, which is moved to semester 4. Or no, we did have it here only in third semester. I do not remember what we had here. Okay, going back, then we have life sciences, like a compulsory biology course, so they teach you evolution. And let's go back to the Korean page. They have, you could take credits for swimming and dancing, which we couldn't do. We are made to do things like national service scheme or national sports organization, like sports or social service, and or drama nowadays, or national cadet corps, but there was no credit for it. It was just compulsory. You can see it here, which is sad. They should have given credit for it. Where is it? See here, there's no zero credit, but it takes a lot of time, except if you take NCC, then it only takes a lot of time at after a later point. um, NSS is gone here. I think one of these should be NSS. And then we had this yeah, this is the most irritating waste of time. It's zero credit course. Are you kidding me? This is the worst thing ever, this life skills course that made us watch movies and learn, made us like, it's a long story. The dean is, only bad words are coming to my mouth. He's not the dean students anymore, but he liked to waste our time with his, because he thought what he had to say was so important. So fundamentals of theoretical physics, optics. I won't just read you the course. I will just tell you the differences and what I find interesting. So we didn't have astronomy at all in IIT Madras. We didn't have seismology. We didn't have geophysics, acoustics. There was research, but there was no course. And this is very interesting because we were not, like, we couldn't learn these subjects. Medical physics, no way. These things may be there in IIT Kharagpur. They definitely have geophysics, like entire department related to geophysics and geothermal energy and so on so on. Now this solar energy here, I think it's about solar panels and not solar physics, like surface of the sun and whatnot. uh, there's some calculational physics, but we have similar courses. Now these courses, there's a even longer list in the MSc part, are very interesting. They have relativity, we have that. CCD astronomy, no. Lie algebra, not a special course in the physics department. And then there are these all these specialized courses. Now here vacuum techniques is not about vacuum cleaners, but creating vacuums for physics experiments, I would suppose. Biomedical engineering and acoustic engineering, supersonic wave generation and rare earth metal detection and photometry, spectrometry. What is spectrometry? Computer aided spectrometry. But I'll go to the master's elective list, which is a lot more interesting. Okay, yeah. So it starts with quantum field theory. This, this is an elective, hopefully, because what if someone doesn't want to study it? I did not take that elective. I mean, I wish I could, but I was too dumb for it. So astronomy, seismology, and acoustics, and interesting things as we saw earlier. But this is a very long list, and I'll just point out the interesting things here. Monte Carlo methods in physics, but that's okay. Computational biophysics, they also have biophysics. Acoustics for an urban environment, this is a bit applied. Ultrasonics and underwater acoustics and cosmology. Wow. Gravitational field theory. This is the first time I'm reading these words. Radio astronomy, and so basically they're quite on par with what the research is happening around the world, and their curriculum is designed to create a physicist who can thrive in the current scientific modern standards of writing in English and in LaTeX and all of this is a wide variety of research happening at Kim Il Sung University. So, superstring theory, we definitely do not have an elective on superstring theory. We have experts, and if you're doing PhD under them, they would teach you. But I do not think. Let us go and see if we have it. Oh, no, this is the curriculum, and this is the there is quantum field theory 1 and 2. Mm, nope, there is no superstring theory elective possible in IIT Madras. There is a standard, and okay, there is a non-standard model physics, and I'm interested in taking this class. What are you teaching in the non-standard model physics? There is the standard model physics, and there is the non-standard model physics, and if you take these two courses, then you know everything there is to know in the world. No, that's the joke. What they teach you at Harvard and what they don't teach you at Harvard. There are two books, and if you buy those two books, you have the sum total of human knowledge. Physics of femtoseconds is something that we recently started talking about because of the Nobel Prize, but they are also teaching that here. So, yeah, artificial environmentology, environment. If you have to pronounce a word you have never seen before, it's difficult. Don't judge me. Environmentology, maybe like creating artificial environments on Mars, I guess. Radio astronomy, we don't have any astronomy astrophysics course here. We have nuclear, atomic and molecular physics, which I didn't see back there, which is strange because North Korea does have nuclear program, and I'm not sure if they have nuclear energy like reactors for electricity generation. So yeah, this is the comparison. I would say that the Korean physics students are quite doing would do quite well if they are getting this education. That is all, folks. Bis später.